Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Tavern of Spear. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and are getting the news version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, where it's $3 a month. So, on the last Let's Play, we went to the Lizard Village and we partied. Because we were celebrating, hey, the spy came back, and also this guy's helping us. But then the next day they're like, so, we believe that the bull people are taking our children, so we're gonna go to war with them. Please take these stones and put them here so we can set up camp. And I'm like, okay, that's really taking sides. I want to be neutral so that these guys don't fight each other-ish and stuff. Yeah. Let's talk to Chet first. Eyvind, I've got a new sales plan you can't miss out on. You know, you've been helping me collect some materials along the way. Some slime jewels, burl fare, stuff like that. Well, I decided to expand my services and make items for sale based on the materials I ask you to gather for me. I mean, I've been watching you for some time, and as much as I enjoy seeing you barely dressed, you could always add more ooh appeal with accessories. But if you're not interested in accessories, then that's fine. I'll still offer my information services too. Just think of this as an additional incentive. Plus, it's cheaper than me giving you gold every time. So for now, I'm offering a one-of-a-kind moss bracelet. Bring me 3 moss, and I'll let you have it for sale. Wait, we give him moss, and he makes moss bracelet? Okay. Do you want the job? Sure. Excellent. Moss can be found on the bodies of gargoyle enemies. They usually avoid sunlight, so you might want to check dark places like caves. Do we know of any caves? But watch out. Even I don't dare get too close to them. I'll see you when you come back with 3 mosses. We'll reset face. I know, when I was turning to my right, it looked like I was looking down. That'll work? Yeah, it worked for me. Nope. New item quests? Moss bracelet, some slime jewel gem pendant? Hey, Hotshot, I've got a new item for sale. Alright, what is it? You've been thinking about making slime gem pendant. All you need is to bring me 10 slime gem jewels and 1 slime gem. Slime gem? Do you want the job? Like their name says, you find them on slimes. No one knows why. A slime would be carrying a gem inside them. Mysterious indeed. This is a very rare thing. You might need to slap a lot of slimes to get it. What do you think? Interested? See. Great. Talk to me again when you have 10 of those things and that stuff. Good luck, Hotshot. Just want to be sure I got all the things. Do we have the materials? Yeah, we got them and extra. Perfect. This shouldn't take too long. You can check my special box of accessories when I'm done, and you can buy the item. Anything that you say. Snow is standing behind the counter as usual, but he has a wooden box next to it with a metal bucket standing out of it. Hey, what's in the box? There are 2 bottles of beer next to the bucket. I'm just packing for my fishing trip. Time to get some more meat. That sounds like fun. I fished with my father lots of time back in the village. I figured as much. You want to come along? See. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Okay, I want to go. Your tail wags vigorously, bumping the stool next to you. Snow smiles warmly, as his tail wags happily too. I appreciate your company, kid. Hacken and Chet usually goes with me to fish, but Hacken doesn't like waiting for the fish to bite, and Chet can talk my ear off about the wares he wants to push. Come on, you can help me carry the box. I'll just grab the fishing rods and bait, and we'll head out. Tell me when you're ready. Go fish. What was the request? Witter wants to see you in the barn. Okay. You'll find him cleaning it from 6 a.m. to noon. Okay, I'll do that in a hot second. We'll go see what his thing is. Hopefully it isn't no... Just as you come upon the barn, the door, loud grunting noises can be coming from inside. The doors are wide open, but as you come up to the entrance, the rise again. Grunting sounds would come clear and you recognize it to be Witter's. Witter, I'm coming in. I mean, it could be an awoo thing, or it could be exercise thing. Taking bets? Hopefully it's exercise. You stand by the barn door, transfixed by the sight in front of you. Yep, exercise. The alligator, there's side faces you. I'm not sure how heavy that would be. I mean, maybe hay can be very heavy, especially with how big he is. You see him shouldering a large bundle of hay. He grunts again as he stands up with the hay on his shoulders. Then he squats back down. He's working out. Witter's green scales sparkle like emerald as sunlight bounces off the sweat dripping down his body. His muscles seem larger and more defined than normal. Your eyes trail down to his muscular back all the way to his firm butt. You move close towards him, but he doesn't seem to notice you. Witter? Huh? Eyvind, thanks for coming. He drops a sack of hay on the ground, and it lands with a loud thud and sends vibrations through the wood floor. How heavy is that? Not sure. I load it with random pieces of metal when I can. But it's not important. I need your help. What's wrong? Sounds pretty serious, if you can't tell me in the tavern. Well, I stay up later than usual to help Snow take stock of the tavern's inventory. I didn't notice it, but Chet must have snuck down to my room while I wasn't looking. When I was finally done with my shift, I got back into my room. I noticed the top drawer was open slightly. So, I checked. My favorite shirt was missing. Are you sure you didn't misplace it or something? Wait, your favorite shirt? You don't really usually have shirts, it seems. I would never misplace something so important to me. That's the first thing Wilden made after weeks of training to be a tailor. You sigh and rub your forehead with your right knuckle. That still doesn't mean Chet took it. Then you explain this. Witter drops his hands to his loincloth. Witter, whoa! He pulls out a small white fabric. It looks no bigger than your thumb. Where did you keep that? Not important. Look. Does it look familiar? What am I looking at? It's a piece of bandage that Chet wears on his arms and legs. I found it on the floor near my door. I think he must have stepped on one of them while trying to make his getaway and forgot about it. Look, I haven't told anyone about this, and I think you're the best person to help me. I can't face Chet. He'll just talk his way out, and I'll believe him somehow. Hagen, I don't want to get involved. He'll just beat Chet up without giving him a chance to explain himself. And Snow already has a lot on his plate. He wouldn't be happy to be disturbed by this. Oh, yeah, he's just the bartender, and I'm the guy that's trying to deal with, like, a war between two tribes. Alright, I can't say no to a friend in trouble. I'll talk to him. Just stay away from him for now, so he can avoid anything worse happening, so we can avoid. Thanks. I just want him to give back and explain himself. Anyways, I better get back to cleaning this place. Still will not be happy that I spent the morning working out. Alright, see you soon. It'd be nice if I could figure out where... I mean, I guess I could just quickly go to, like, Tavern of Spear and go, like, okay, where is the ectoplasm? What was this thing you need? Like, I just want to, like, figure out how to get the next thingy. ECT. ECTO. Well, I don't know. But that'll be later. So, fishing. I'm ready. Good, let's go. You and Snow head out to the bank of a nearby lake. Snow leads the way to a nearby lake bank. The lake itself is wide, with a small island connected to the far right of the lake by a path. Through the fog, you can make out the sounds of rushing water coming from the left side of the lake. After setting the fishing equipment down, you kneel by the waters and immerse your hands into it, only to quickly pull out from the freezing temperature. Ah, it's so cold. Quit screwing around there. Help me set the bait for these fishing rods. Coming. Together, you help Snow put the bait on, while he holds this fishing rod in place. That's a weird O. Anyways, I'm a masturbator. So, what are we fishing for exactly? Morta fishes. Morta fishes? Never heard them before. Yeah, I named them myself, since I discovered them when I was first here. Their meat is delicious, so you can cook them in any way, and it'll work. That's why I use them for joiki. Huh, okay. How hard is it to catch these things? Also fish jerky? Huh. It depends. They're pretty slow to take the bait. We'd mostly be doing a lot of waiting, but the morta fish should be large enough to prepare a jerky for a week. So, if we both get one, we'll be good. With your fishing rods ready, you both cast your line into the lake, and set the rods against some stones while you sit on the ground, waiting. Snow takes off the box and suddenly takes off his shirt. Walks over the box, takes off his shirt. He bends down and picks up 2 bottles of beer. You can't help but stare as he walks over. His chested body makes your heart rush a bit. Hey, this could be your dad, or the ghost of your dad. You shake your head and try to focus on fishing. Snow sits beside you and hands you a bottle, takes one for himself. To a good catch. To a good catch. You both toast your beers and chug down most of its contents. Watching the lake was oddly calming, with only the sounds of insects buzzing and the rushing of water in the distance. He turned to Snow, who's drinking his beer with a content smile. He notices you looking at him. Something on your mind, kid? No, I was just taking in the view. Gay. Huh, that's so. You both turn back towards the lake. You know what goes great with beer? Some nuts? That, and a good story. I've got some pages of anecdotes right here. He points to his head, and takes another swig of his beer. So, ask away. Let this old wolf regale you with his tales. Looks like the beer has Snow in a chatty mood. What would you like to know? Tell him about the person you love. Okay, I guess. Tell him about the person you love. Oh, so you're into tales of passion and heartache, huh? Well, my last love. It happened many years ago. It was a cold winter's day, and I was on my way back to my village with a grand treasure when a heavy blizzard came my way. Snow thrusts his arms up high and throws it back down when he describes the blizzard. I felt the frigid air pierce my bones. Every step felt harder than the last, sucking the living breath out of me. I don't know when, but eventually my body gave in, and I fell unconscious. You nod, and scooch close to Snow, your eyes wide in anticipation. When I came to, I was sitting in front of a cozy hearth. Layers of blankets wrapped around me, my feet soaked in warm water, and resting on my arm was a beautiful woman. You like women? What did she look like? You come off as a bit enthusiastic as you smile enthusiastically at Snow. Bill eyes you suspiciously. Like a pretty lady. That's all you need to know. Ah, right. Sorry. Please continue. Anyway, when morning came, I found out that I passed out just outside of her place. A little lodging community, and the young beauty was the caretaker of the tavern there. Her business had practically halted with the winter season. No one was coming in or out of town. So we had the whole place to ourselves, fully stocked with food and beer. We shared the drinks and got to know each other better through our stories. She was a captivating person, laughing at my jokes and listening to my stories intently, and that smile. At some point, I just wanted to talk to her and get a glimpse at her smile. You nod. So, one night, we didn't have much to do, So we did each other. I offered to cook dinner, and she said it was one of the best burnt meals she ever had. We both laughed about it. Then at night, she crept into my bed, we hugged, and one thing led to another, and we kissed before we... You held your breath with anticipation. Snow chuckles and stares longingly at the lake. He drinks his beer once more. You both continue drinking beer. Anyways, after that night of hot, steamy passion, the blizzard gave way a few days later. I left the treasure to her and told her that I'd find her one day, and we could run a tavern together. Sadly, when I came back to town a few months later, the tavern had closed down. She couldn't keep it open, and decided to sell the business off, saying she wanted to find the guests she had in that winter. So, not long after I really put my heart into working up enough gold to build my own tavern. And you picked inside the cursed fog to do it? Obviously not. The fog was just a roadblock at the moment, but it will give me a chance to practice my skills before the real thing. You ever thought of having kids with her? Well, I would like a daughter to love. A daughter? Why not a son? Because it's none of your business, kid. But a son, I mean, you can fish with him. You can teach him how to fight. I can do the same with a girl. Why is all that concern about what kind of kid I want? Nothing, just trying to make conversation. Let's just change topics. You laugh nervously, but Snow still looks at you suspiciously. Tell me how you lost your hand. Now that's an exciting tale. One day, a group of 4 hooded travelers came to me with a job. They said they needed to guide to a nearby ruin to find rare treasure, the eye of a divine being of creation. The actual eye? No, of course not. How could you even get a body part of a creature that is said to have created every mortal being? It's a relic made out of pure gold, said to resemble the eye. Anyways, they claimed to be from a religious tribe that worshipped the divine being of creation. And the relic was something they wanted to bring back to their village and protect. They paid handsomely, of course. Enough gold to last me a year, so I took the job. They even had a map and equipment ready. It started out simple, just knocking out a few monsters and disarming some traps before reaching a chamber that housed the trinket. Turns out the eye was just a gold medallion, with an eye etched into it. A bright red ruby was placed in the eye where the arrows would be. I figured my job was done, but they wouldn't let me leave. The leader made some nonsense declaration that the eye would not reach its true potential without sacrifice. That they needed the eye to destroy the followers of other divine beings. So, they turned on me and pulled out their weapons. Turns out that for a bunch of religious fanatics, they were pretty strong fighters. As good as I was, taking 4 enemies at the same time was tough. I have the stab wounds that still hurt a bit when I laughed too hard. At some point, I didn't see one of them come at me from behind, and it cost me a hand. I still remember feeling so much anger, blinding my senses at the time, that I went into a rage and ripped them apart with my bare hands. How would that work? If you only have one hand? When the fight ended, they were all dead, and I was practically bathed in blood. I lost consciousness a bit later, but before everything went dark, I could have sworn something came out of the eye and whispered to rest. The moment I came to, I was in the temple wrapped in bandages. My hand was cut off and still missing though. The devotees of the temple told me they found me in front of their temple, all cut and bruised, so they helped me tend my wounds. When I asked what temple this was, get a load of this. They were from followers of the divine being of creation too. I nearly jumped out of my bed when I heard that, but they reassured me they meant no harm and weren't related to the group I was with. After I got better, I left for the next big treasure, and that's the end of that story. Wow, what you think brought you to the temple? The people said that it must have been a divine being of Creator's own doing, as repayment for the sins of its followers. But I think it probably forgot that I walked myself out of there and dreamt up the whole eye apparition. Did you ever go claim the treasure again? Of course not. If the group knew their members were gone, they would have probably sent more in search of them there. I'd be digging my own grave. Still an encounter with a divine being would be a legendary adventure, if it really happened. You and Snow continue a conversation for a few hours, and manage to catch 2 fish you need. Luck is on our side today. I really get to catch the amounts of fish I want. It was fun too, listening to stories. I'm glad I came. Yeah, if I ever need some help with the chores, I might call you again if you're up for it. Sure, just give me a heads up when you need some help. Alright, let's pack up and head back. Talking to Snow reminds you of how you should spend more time with your father when this is all over. It's been a long time since last time you did something together. Your father never shared about your mother, or how he quit being an adventurer. So you can't tell if Snow's experience has anything to do with your father back home. Just as you're about to turn away, a sharp glare catches the corner of your eye. It's coming from the little island. Is someone there? Ah. The shine appears again. Your breathing slows, and you instinctively think that you need to go after whoever that is. But then a heavy blanket of fog rolls over, and you lose track of where the island even is. Hey, you coming or what? You rush over to Snow. I think there's someone watching us over there. You point towards the fog. I don't see anything. I swear, I saw a glare of someone using something to look at us. Are you sure it wasn't just a reflection of the waters? I think so. Well, if you can't be sure, we don't have a reason to go after it. Look, it would be safer in the tavern. If trouble comes looking, we'll be safer in numbers. Okay. The 2 of you head back to the tavern. Boop. Doon. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. How are you doing, time? Okay. Is there any place on the map I'd like to, do spooky stuff? Maybe do a quick save thing? Boop. Explore? Didn't find anything. 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 Are a lot of these places just I don't find nothing? Oh, there's a thing. And it's got spooky. I mean, I might as well just go over there and get the stuff. Like some tomato. And some mushrooms. Shiitake. Are there any, spooky places? It'd be nice to find more things. More mushrooms. What was the other thing we were supposed to do? Oh yeah, talk to, what's his name? But he ain't here. Now I'll go over here. Where'd gargoyles be? Nothing in the night for now. Guess we'll go in here and sleep. What was the thing? It was, oh yeah, chat. But where is the thing? I guess we could see if that one guy if the bull guy has any sort of thing. Walk in the village. A bull warrior calls out to you. Yay, or hey, outsider. Yep, that's me. Follow me. The chief called for you. We might... Oop, sorry, lost track of face. We might do this later. I don't know. It's just like there isn't a ton of stuff. Yeah. I guess we'll see if Chet has anything. Hey, Chet, how's it going? I'm gonna slide him 400 coins. How much money do we got? Thing for this little thing? No, we don't have enough. Though I guess we could sell things. What was the other thing you needed? Moss bracelet? Yeah, but we don't know where the hell those things are. So, Witter asked me to talk to you. He did? If he's looking for a threesome, count me in, handsome. No, this is serious. He's missing his favorite shirt. Know anything about that? I can't say I do. I've been here the whole time, selling my wares at the best prices. Speaking of best prices, I have a special buy one, get one free on uwus. You shouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe who they are molded from. Chet, are you trying to change the topic? Wait, you're trying to change the topic. You do know what happened to Shirt, don't you? No! Why are you interrogating me? His eyes dart away from you. He keeps looking down at his merchandise and avoids your gaze. You sigh. Look. You pull out a piece of white bandage Witter gave you and show it to Chet. Chet is taken aback. He turns his left foot, and, clear enough, there's a tear where the bandage ends. Witter knows you were the one who took his shirt. He just wants it back with an apology. I can't. His voice is soft and almost inaudible. What? I said I can't. Why the hell not? Chet sighs and looks past your shoulder. He turns slightly, and he's looking at Witter. The moment the alligator walks towards Haken, Chet turns into his bag and pulls out a brown leather pouch. He opens it, and you see a brown shirt, but the sleeves are ripped apart. Chet, the shirt's in pieces. What happened? Shh, not so loud. Well, you definitely can't give this back to him in this state. You gotta fix this. I can still fix this. I just need some thread that I can sew it back up. Alright, then get to it. I know, okay? Just lay off my case. What? I'm trying to help you. I fucked up, alright? Just give me some space and I'll figure it out myself. Tell me to fix it. Ain't helping. He crosses his arms and angrily turns away from you. His ears are drawn back and his tail curls up around his leg. There's a strange feeling of uneasiness forming between the two of you. That wasn't called for. Sorry, I didn't mean to pressure you like that. I just want to help, however I can. Chet sighs and drops his arms. He turns to you with half-opened eyes. Why? There's nothing in it for you, even if you help me. No, there's experience points. I mean, I'm doing this to keep my friends together. If you didn't care enough about Witter, you wouldn't be trying to take it all on yourself to fix your mistake. Now let me help you. Fine. The thread I need is in the Bull Village. The shopkeeper should have some. Can you help me get it? It'll be dangerous for me to go in there alone. Alright, I will. Just get ready to fix that shirt and apologize to Witter. I will. And thanks, Eyvind. My jaw hurts. I've been doing a whole bunch of visual novels today, that being Echo. And you know, using all those jaw muscles are really sore. A friend of mine should know. Haha, got him. Which one am I talking about? I'll never tell. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So please comment, guys, like, comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos too. Help it grow, and please remember to spay and neuter will you animals that control the pet population. And if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and or get the newest version earlier, then you can go to their Patreon. Where it's $3 a month. Oops, I just pulled out my headphones from the thing. I guess while we're here, I can just spend a hot minute being like, where do we get ectoplasm? Like, anything? Like, it would be nice if it went like, here's stuff. It seems like there's a whole bunch of, like, quest things voiced. All quests you left. I guess that could be an ending thing, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to be like, okay, where do I find ghosts? And then how do I get to that place? You know? They're only around at night in every place where you could find slimes and or bulls during the day. Oh, do we have to, like, do a quest before we find them? Because I've been going to a whole bunch of places, but I haven't been finding ghosts, because it's like, having low intelligence will require many potions, or sleeping and resting. Only after doing Witter's nightmares? Quest. Gargoyles. Exactly 3 are in the first dungeon? We need a whatever a jester badge is. They're also something that we find at night in the forest. Well, we could just like kill time for a hot minute. Or I guess we could just load a save where it's nighttime. Or closest to that. That's even less of nighttime. I guess we could just sleep here. Or rest. Sorry, I'm just like... I need to know. Because I would like to do some grinding for A, resources, B, the thing that would eventually get us money. And stuff. Yeah, we find lots of sticks and rocks. Yeah, it's hella spooky, but we don't find anything. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to, like, see this through later. Yeah, anyways, yeah. I said all that stuff, so until next time, another Let's Play, me, GamerWolfSix, of Tavern of Spear. Maybe should get some popcorn and start resting up the night. Yeah, probably. I've been doing a lot of videos today. So thanks and see ya.